Hello friends, welcome to our channel again. This is the home of inspiring stories, and we hope you are inspired by our stories. Please subscribe and support this channel. Now, let's get into our story for today in a forgotten corner of the city. Where dreams often got lost before they could grow, a boy named Elijah Cole learned early that life wasn't always kind. But hope, if protected, could survive anything. We see the world through his eyes. Cracked sidewalks, broken streetlights, and abandoned buildings covered in graffiti. In a small apartment, 10-year-old Elijah sits on the floor, focused, repairing a broken radio with tools he found in a dumpster. His mother, Ms. Lorraine, comes home from a long shift, exhausted but her smile never wavering. Still fixing the world one piece at a time. She asks softly. Elijah grins back. Yeah, but I'll fix ours one day too. Elijah's childhood was tough. He shared a small room with two cousins. His mother worked long nights at a nursing home. Gunshots sometimes echoed in the darkness, and some nights, dinner was just bread and peanut butter. But Elijah found his joy in the neighborhood junkyard, salvaging old electronics. Theo mechanic there, Mr. Sanford, saw something special in him. You got gifted hands, boy, he'd say, watching Elijah work. Don't you ever waste 'em. At school, Elijah was quiet but brilliant. He was often bullied for being the nerd from the hood. One day, while he was fixing the school's broken microphone system, his science teacher, Mr. Peterson, watched him, fascinated. You're not just repairing this, he said. You're redesigning it. Elijah just shrugged shyly. I just want things to work better. Mr. Peterson knelt beside him, his voice firm. Elijah, you're an engineer. Don't ever forget that. By 17, Elijah was obsessed with sound technology. He spent late nights in his room, surrounded by recycled magnets and wires, building a compact, powerful speaker. One night, around midnight, his mother came in. Elijah, get some sleep. He looked up, his eyes bright with a vision only he could see. Ma, what if this is how we get out of here? She paused, a gentle smile on her face. I believe you, baby. I always have. Soon after, a local community center announced a youth business competition. Elijah entered with his homemade speaker. Showed up in an oversized, borrowed suit, feeling out of place as other contestants arrived with polished presentations and professional prototypes. He could hear parents whispering, "Where's his team?" He came alone. When it was his turn, Elijah took the stage, his voice shaking at first. But then he plugged in his small, unassuming prototype. The tiny speaker filled the entire hall with clear, powerful, resonant sound. The crowd gasped in disbelief. But when the judges deliberated, most of them dismissed him. No funding. No business plan. Just a kid with a gadget. All except one. Charles Bennett, a respected black tech investor, approached Elijah after the event. That little box you built? It's genius, Charles said, his eyes filled with understanding. Elijah, come see me Monday. Jerd, you're not done yet. For the first time that day, Elijah fought back tears. At Charles's sleek tech office, surrounded by glass walls and expensive equipment, Elijah felt like he was in another world. Charles sat him down. Elijah, I grew up like you. I know what it means to feel unseen. Let me help you. He became the mentor Elijah never knew he needed, teaching him everything. How to pitch, how to structure a business, how to design a product for the masses, and most importantly, how to build unshakable confidence. He gave Elijah 3 rules to live by: protect your ideas, learn faster than your fear, and never, ever forget your people. Together, they launched a small startup, Collaudio. Elijah's first hires were young adults from his own neighborhood, training them to repair electronics and assemble his new speakers. For the first time, he felt he was building something bigger than himself. But success didn't come easily. Their first big breakthrough came when a major electronics chain ordered 2,000 units. It was the deal that could change everything. Elijah and his team worked day and night, but disaster struck. A break-in at their small warehouse delayed the shipment. The company canceled the contract. Just like that, they lost everything. Elijah was crushed. He went home, ready to give up, and broke down. His mother held his face in her hands. "Baby, failing doesn't end your story. Quitting does." Sluds. The world seemed determined to keep him down. Banks denied his loan applications when they saw his address. Investors told him they wanted a more experienced CEO. A competitor even stole his design. One night, defeated Elijah almost threw all his prototypes away. But Charles stopped him. "Elijah, your idea is bigger than these obstacles." Wiping away his tears, Elijah looked his mentor in the eye. "I'm not giving up." He went back to the basics, setting up a small booth at a local fair. Most people walked right by, but then a rising R&B artist named Zaylen Price stopped. "What's that tiny thing?" Zaylen asked, pointing at the speaker. Elijah gave him a quick demonstration. Zaylen's jaw dropped. "This little speaker slaps. You made this yourself." That night, Zaylen used it backstage at his concert and then gave Elijah a shout-out on social media. "Best small speaker ever. Check out Claudio." The post exploded, orders flooded in. Influencers, schools, churches. Suddenly, everyone wanted a Claudio speaker. The kid with the gadget was now the head of a global brand. Years later, Elijah Cole was a titan of industry. Claudio had expanded into sustainable tech, smart home systems, and community-based tech incubators. The same investors who once doubted him now chased him for partnerships. At age 34, Elijah became one of the youngest black billionaires in America. But he never forgot Charles's third rule. He started buying back the abandoned buildings in his old neighborhood, transforming them into a tech academy, a startup incubator, and youth employment centers. He funded scholarships for kids who reminded him of himself. When reporters asked why he gave so much back, Elijah would smile. When you come from a place that had nothing, you understand how powerful something can be. One afternoon, Elijah returned to the old junkyard where it all began. Mr. Sanford, now older and slower, smiled tearfully when he saw him. "You did good, boy," he said. "You fixed the world after all." Klutz. Elijah looked at the man who first believed in his hands. "I just did what you taught me. Fix what's broken. Help who you can. Keep going." Louis, looking out over his revitalized neighborhood, filled with new opportunities and smiling faces. Elijah whispered to himself, "This is only the beginning."